This is like Runeterra knowledge, who saw literally like what happened during the Arcane Wars, which was when all these magicians were just fist fighting each other and nearly destroyed the entire universe. And he's like, I don't want to experience that again. Science it is, boys! So he's very anti-magic.
Oh, damn.
So he's like, you know, if you admit this was a mistake, you know, you might have to be on like academic probation for the next year or two, but hey, you know, it's worth it. And Jesus is like, fuck that. And then, because his life work has been tarnished, he becomes incredibly suicidal and was going to jump off a bridge. This is episode 1, 2, and 3, I'm telling y'all. Okay, back to Vi, what leads to her being arrested is the enforcer lady is like, I need to arrest someone. The Undercity people are like, get the fuck out of our town. Fuck you people. This eager-ass cop is like, man, fuck you ghetto-ass fucking Negroes. We're going to fucking put y'all in your places. Yeah, and she's like, you fucking idiot, I hate new cops. Shut your stupid ass up before you... And he essentially leads to, like, people get combatant because they don't like being disrespected. Mm-hmm. So people start fighting back. People start getting rowdy with the cops. And then Vander is like, I don't want a war. Take me. And she's like, if I put you behind bars, this whole place gonna go up in flames.
Yeah.
And he's like, I'd rather be in jail than my children.
Damn.
He was like, if the council wants a pound of flesh, let it be mine.
Damn.
Vander, like, yes, he may have been too harsh on his daughter, but Vander really did love those fucking kids as his own. He would have done anything. So then that doesn't happen because the green cop, Marcus, makes a deal with the other godfather, Silco, Al Capone, to like essentially get his arrest, get his big name, you know, he's gonna make an example. So then what happens is Silco pulls up with essentially his cracked out mutants. Because Silco...
He has mutants?
Because this is a fantasy sci-fi show.
Power X-Men.
Yeah, except imagine getting X-Men powers through crack.
Ooh.
Yeah, because there's this substance known as Shimmer that he was developing. Shimmer. Except horrible drug. It is genuinely like crack. And it gives you superpowers. Except those superpowers slowly destroy and deteriorate your body and your mind, and you go feral and become a hulking monster.
Holy shit.
Yeah, so he uses this. He kills the good cop, or like the reasonable one, the constable. They kidnap Vander, and Silco's like, what's good, brother? You know, you used to have standards. You used to have morals. You used to be about action. Now you're going to turn yourself over to the pigs? Fuck you. So he's like, I'm going to now kill you and your kids, and I'm going to pump the city with drugs so we can... Wow! Yes, there's also a very rudimentary understanding of the drug war. And actually...
I'm realizing that.
Yeah, because one, if you actually know how the opium wars worked, one first in China was... Britain literally flooded China with drugs to force them into drug dependency.
Opium that they developed, that they processed, basically.
And then the drug war Reagan had with Black American neighborhoods was literally the same thing. Rinse and repeat. What happens then is Vi is like, yo, we're going to plan a heist. We're going to break that out, and we're going to get the fuck out of Dodge. She leaves behind her little sister because, unfortunately, little sister is incredibly mentally ill. And she does tend to fuck up things. What are you going to do? She's 12. And little sister's like, but let me help you. I want to help. And big sis is like, no, stay your ass home because if I lose you too, I'm going to kill myself.
Oh my God.
So, but little sis does not listen as little sisters do.
Wait, can I get spoilers? Does the little sister die?
No. So instead what happens, little sister uses the magic crystals that worked as explosives. And just as they break out their father, she blows up the entire building. So their adoptive brothers, Milo and Clagger, they die immediately. Silco's right-hand woman literally loses her arm in the blast.
Is it like ironic where she loses her right hand?
Kind of, I guess. No, it's her left arm. She loses her left arm. Like her whole arm, gone. Disintegrate.
It's giving blood loss.
That lady was not okay after that. So then their dad falls into the vat of the drugs. He's not good. He dies. Or you kind of think he's dead for a moment. It's just gone to shit. Vi runs, then their dad is able to save them, like, with his dying breath, because mutant monster on drugs now. Then he dies in front of his daughter.
Oh.
Yeah, this poor girl is so traumatized. And then her sister comes out and she's like, I just wanted to help. And she's like, you did this? You caused this? And in the heat of the trauma moment, slaps the fuck out of her sister and tells her, get the fuck out of my face. I never want to see you again. She runs into an alleyway. This is Vi. Then she's like, fuck, what did I do? Because obviously her father just died in front of her, and so did her brothers. She's not mentally thinking. And so many people get on Vi's ass for this, because unfortunately this was the domino effect that led to all this bullshit going down. Because then the green cop, Marcus, kidnaps Vi, drugs her, and puts her away in Stillwater for 7 to 8 years on false criminal charges. And she was given a life sentence, no parole. She was going to rot in that prison.
Oh my God.
15-year-old girl. Her little sister, Powder, Al Capone was going to kill her. He was just going to be like, shh, it's okay, little one. Just go quietly tonight. Instead, he adopts her. And he's like, I could use you. And she becomes his little right-hand henchman, kind of Harley Quinn, that actually severely, like, there's very different parts of the show that are, like, actually insanely, incredibly well done. And Jinx's schizophrenia and deterioration of her mind because of that event, very well done. She's an incredibly unstable character and very eerie, like, eerie in her movements, very eerie in the way she fights. Like, there are points where she just doesn't blink. She'll just, like, look at you, shoot you, dead, no reaction. The fucked up part is that Jinx's attack actually leads, because the council members actually were going to sign essentially a Declaration of Independence and let Zahn work independently. They were like, we just don't have the means, one, to control these people, and two, it's just not worth it with the lives being lost. Like, we are just so out of touch. Actually, they're right. They should have independence. They do operate independently as their own country. We might as well just let them have it. If it buys peace. And Jinx's attack destroys that. Because now the council are like, nope, all of you people are animals. You should all be subjected to police brutality.
Oh my God.
No, literally. And Caitlyn emotionally abuses Vi and manipulates her into becoming an enforcer.
Like, is Caitlyn the type in the story to kind of, like, be like, oh, I want a bad boy?
What are you saying right now?
Hear me out.
Okay, yes.
No, because the fucking fantasy that, like, rich and wealthy, like, people have to have, like, quote unquote bad boy partners,
or
like, this is like a definitely a thing.
Like, no, this is like, Caitlyn definitely feels like the type to be like, I like to live dangerously on the edge.
No, yeah, like, I want, like, a bad boy.
Yo,
yeah.
funny.
No, because this is her black girl, stud lesbian, even though Vi is white. She is the trauma this little girl got. She act like a black stud too. I'm gonna call her a black stud. Give her do-rag.
Bae.
Latifah had ass. I'm surprised that bitch didn't have prison cornrows.
That's crazy.
They gonna take me to jail after this. So after Vi becomes an enforcer, Jinx is literally on her ass. Like, let me get this straight. Our parents are murdered by the police, and you throwing your lot for some coochie? Fuck you!
Yes,
and I'm the crazy one. You know what? I might hear voices and see things, but at least I'm not a cop. And she's like, amen. This kid comes out of nowhere between the two sisters, and so much shit is happening. I won't even go into it because I don't have enough time. And it's so interesting, actually. It's so fascinating. Like, how much shit is happening between the world building, the magic. Caitlyn absolutely tries to shoot, and Caitlyn's like, fucking move. And Caitlyn's like, and Rye's like, are you were you gonna shoot a fucking child? And she's like, I had the shot. She would have been fine. You were gonna kill a kid just to kill Jinx? Now, granted, genuinely, with the shit Jinx has done, low-key, she does deserve to die. Like low-key. Also, she's incredibly suicidal, so she also kind of wanted it. Because she's like, I literally am a Jinx, because how does the adoptive father die? In the heat of a schizophrenic, like in the heat of a psychosis episode, Jinx uses her like machine gun and accidentally guns him down. And he tells her, with his dying breath, there was nothing ever wrong with you. You are perfect as you are. But unfortunately, it is now ingrained in her brain that literally all of her family members die because of her.
Well, yeah.
And in such a fucked up world, she does unfortunately get the people she loves killed. Yeah.
That's horrible.
Yeah, but Jinx? Names have power, people. Names have power. So then, after Vi confronts Caitlyn about like, what the fuck is wrong with you? You're gonna fucking shoot a kid? And it's not just like she was gonna shoot the kid. She was gonna kill the kid. Just to get the shot. She's like,
this is a sniper rifle. I could get them both.
Oh.
Just
Yo.
and Caitlyn, Vi is like, what the fuck is wrong with you? And Caitlyn's like, what the fuck is wrong with you? You were in the way. Why didn't you move? Because there was a child and you were going to shoot them. And then Caitlyn, this is an act of physical abuse, y'all. Caitlyn hits Vi in the ribs with the butt of her gun
and essentially breaks up with her. Leaves
Vi. Vi's curled up in fetal position. Possibly with a bruised rib, because she went,
Holy shit.
get the fuck away from me. You're off the force. We're done. Because you're useless. Yes. All this is because her mama died.
Is it bad that I kind of want to watch the scene to visualize, like, what the fuck? Like,
No, you need to see it because so many people don't like to acknowledge that is physical violence. That is abuse.
Oh yeah.
To hit your, first of all, you shouldn't hit your partner. Second of all, to hit your partner with the butt of your gun because you're pissed off. They were going to stop you from doing an irreparable choice. They stopped you from becoming a monster. Mind you, before that, they were essentially gassing the Undercity with what is known as the gray, the toxic fumes that her family's ventilation system essentially stopped. Yeah, they started unleashing that on people. They were literally gassing people just to find out where Jinx was.
Yep.
So, she also convinced Vi, and yes, I will say, too many people do not act as though Vi is not complicit. Yes, she is a traumatized girl. Yes, this bitch needs therapy. Yes, she need what she don't need the therapy they were doing to her in prison. If they even gave her therapy. No, the fuck they didn't.
Yeah.
But Vi is also complicit, but also Vi is being emotionally manipulated into being complicit.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of moving pieces, but like, she did not deserve that. So Vi is like,
There's a lot going on that show.
No, there.
yo, fuck
Going on that
this,
show.
fuck life. Vi is now depressed.